Rush Contest Round 14. Reaper King and Killer Wasp. Just go over to the Cause Cherry. It's the base over there. Easiest way to get to it is just go ahead and hit this at fast travel. From the office, just go ahead and auto drive, or if you feel like it, go ahead and do it yourself. But that's just the fastest route. And as soon as you do that, this is going to be your area. So let's get it running. Alright, so level 29 Reaper King is sitting at 62,400. Hit him with lightning. You're going to want to use your short swords and great swords. Resistant to cold and light / holy, depending on how you want to say it. And then the Killer Wasp is 28 with 7,800 life. Pole arms and daggers and cold spells. So pretty much opposites as far as your magic is concerned. So as far as using Armature, it seems to be pretty well effective. Out of the 66, it's pretty much decimating everything, but at the same time, it's fairly annoying. Definitely catch it before the Armature change aim. Well, obviously you want to knock it out, so that way you can have the 60 seconds of unlimited MP. That's pretty much the only real reason.
That's our rigging. No surprise. Say your prayers. Any last words? Thanks.
Alright, so oddly enough, what seems to work is using, right now I'm using TriCast. The TriCast Firaga. And that seemed to be doing pretty good. Even though they didn't have a direct weakness to it, they didn't have a resistance to it either. So,
Impressive.
using that for the area effect and consistent damage seemed to be pretty effective. And then using Impulse from Gladio and tried Enhancement with Ignis, just
Took everything we had.
it kind of worked, but it wasn't as effective as pretty much just spamming fire and using that area effect. Sage Fire was kind of hit and miss. Prompto was just you just don't mess with Prompto anymore.
Is this your idea of a joke? Sadly, no one's laughing.
Alright, well, I seem to be using a lot of Tech Turbocharger. I started with the Armature. Didn't really like the results too much. The Tech Turbocharger, pretty much just spamming Gladio's Impulse was the key for me. I'm pretty sure other people are going to use different tactics. It's just, this is what I happen to use, and it wasn't that bad, and I'm pretty sure I could speed up my time. Just like, you know, this is my basic setup. I didn't even have any food boosters or nothing like that, so you can definitely increase your time, but this was just basically the first run. Just kind of check it out, see what it was, see how much of a pain, how many times you're going to get knocked down, things like that. There's nothing trying. But Gladio's Impulse was pretty much king. Enhancement wasn't as good as his Sage Fire, but Sage Fire kind of had its, you know, it had its moments where it was like, it wasn't really that great. I did try this one time. I mean, great area effect, but it was basically the same thing as Noctis just spamming. So I decided instead of, you know, spamming the magic with two characters, just let him run with Sage Fire. Even though, you know, just pop one at a time, just keep rocking it out. But it just seemed to be a little bit more effective going Sage Fire or Enhancement, and I decided to stick with Enhancement and run with Gladio's Impulse. I just kind of pretty much leave him on Piercer just because it's just, you know, if you come with somebody that's a pain in the neck, knock down some of his defenses and just go to town on him. What else can I say? Rest of it, I'm pretty much not really all that satisfied with. Gravisphere works in small situations where they're just a bunch of grouped enemies and it's annoying, and then you still end up using Impulse. So, I don't know. Just my thought. But regardless, good luck, and hopefully you get a good spot on that leaderboard out there.